You want to find out where they're building strong kids, strong families, and strong communities every day? We'll tell you all about it coming up next on Carolina People. Good morning. Welcome to Carolina People. This morning we're at the Florence Family YMCA, and we're visiting with Tonya Lee, the Youth and Adult Sports Director. Good morning, Tonya.
Good morning.
Thanks so much for being with us this morning.
You're welcome.
Incredible opportunity all week to highlight some of the amazing activities going on at the Florence Family YMCA. And you've been involved in those activities for how long?
I've been here for 3 years.
Is that right?
That's right.
Are you originally from the area, Tonya?
I'm originally from Andrews.
Okay, great. Great. Well, that's so you're not too far from home.
No, about an hour and a half.
What had you been doing before you joined the Y?
For 6 years, I was a physical education teacher at Lake City Primary.
Okay.
And I worked with kids ages 4 up through 2nd grade.
What brought you to the position running youth and adult sports programs here?
I've always enjoyed sports and kind of grew up playing sports and participating, and I enjoy working with people, and I thought this would be a great opportunity to combine the two of those together.
Mm-hmm. And what sports are included in the program, Tonya?
With the youth sports, we do soccer, we do a spring and a fall soccer, and we do a winter basketball, and we do a spring baseball. And then in the summer, we do sport camps. And we also have a tennis program that's just ongoing throughout the year. We do those for youth and adults as well. Mm-hmm. And then with the adult sports, we do a spring and a fall volleyball league, which is co-ed, and then we do a summer basketball league and soccer league.
Mm-hmm. And what ages can participate?
With the youth sports, we start them as young as 3 years and can go up to age 15. And then most of our adult sports start at age 16 and go on up.
Mm-hmm. When are the programs offered, and do you hold registration?
Yes, we do. The spring soccer is obviously in the spring, and the fall soccer is going on now. We've started registration practices, and the games will start in September. With basketball, we start that in October with registration, and then they'll play in December and January. Then with the spring soccer, we pick up in February, and then with the baseball in April. So it's one right behind the other. With the adult sports, we're starting our adult volleyball now for the fall, and then we'll pick up again in February for the spring. And then the summer sports start the end of May, 1st of June for the adult sports.
Tonya, what are some of the things you do to organize the different sports programs?
What I start out with is putting out the information, the local newspaper, and flyers here at the YMCA, and the member information. And the parents come and register the kids, and we usually hold registration about 3 or 4 weeks. Once the kids are registered, then I have to contact the coaches. We work with volunteer coaches, so sometimes they readily volunteer, and sometimes I encourage them to volunteer. Once we get our coaches lined up, we organize a meeting and a draft, and the kids will come out, the new kids in the program will come out and go through a skills evaluation. And then the coaches will draft their team. We try to keep the talent, as even as possible per team. We put them on teams. Coaches, I have a meeting and a clinic with the coaches, and then they call their team, and we go from there. I order the uniforms and do the scheduling, and once we get started, then it usually goes pretty smooth.
Tonya, how many participants do you usually see in your adult sports programs?
Adult sports, we usually go by teams. So like with volleyball, we have a power league and a recreational league, and usually in the power league, we try to get about 6 teams. Recreational league kind of varies, anywhere from 3 to 4 teams in the rec league.
Are any of these co-ed?
Yes, the volleyball is co-ed. Mm-hmm. Now, the adult sports, it's not termed co-ed, but we have females that do participate. With the adult basketball, we have about 10 teams, and with soccer, we usually get about 8 teams. And a lot of times we have to limit teams just because of scheduling and trying to fit them all in a season.
Mm-hmm. Do these teams end up playing against each other?
Yes, with the adult sports, they play against each other. They usually play each team either once or twice, and then they do a tournament at the end of the season.
It's pretty competitive?
With the adult sports, it can be pretty competitive.
Mm-hmm. Are there incentives for winning?
We do a trophy, and with some sports, we do T-shirts. And even though it's just a trophy and a T-shirt, in some respects, a lot of people get really serious about it.
Right, yeah. Tonya, how do the summer programs differ from those offered during the school year?
Well, as far as with the kids, we do camps. We do a tennis camp, a basketball camp, and a soccer camp, which is the ones that I'm responsible for. And so it's just more of a breakdown, fundamental, instructional way for them to learn from either college coaches or kids that have played before. And then it's not competitive. They may play games and stuff during the camp, but the competitiveness comes more during the season.
And do you have special sports events during the summer?
We don't really do anything during the summer other than the summer camps, and that's the week-long thing, and they do that during the week.
Right, of course. How about special programs that you'd like to put into place? Are there any currently you've been thinking about that you'd really like to make happen?
Right now what I'm doing is just trying to continue to grow and maintain the quality that we have of the programs already in place. One of the things we recently did was involve the 13 to 15-year-olds in soccer and basketball and get them involved in participating, offering them an opportunity, because that 13 to 15 is kind of an in-between age. However, what has really impressed me is a lot of those 13 to 15-year-olds have volunteered to ref and stuff for me, so they're actually working with kids younger than them, but they're also staying involved with the program.
Absolutely. That's a great incentive and great opportunity there. How about parents participating in the kids' sports program?
Parents are a very key part to our program. The parents are the volunteers, and even if they're not the head coach, we do encourage parent involvement to help the coaches, because when you've got, say, 15 kids on a team and one coach, it's hard to give them that individual attention and feel like that they're participating. So with having the parents and assistant coaches volunteer, it helps give the kids more individualized attention with the skills.
Tonya, what do you like best about working at the Florence Family YMCA?
With the YMCA, I like, its mission, the Christian principles. I have a Christian background, and that's very important to me. I also like sports and people, and I also like dressing like this every day because I'm the sports director, so I don't have to actually dress up, so it's really comfortable for me.
Yes, it's Christian principles, casual dress, seeing people in sports. That really makes it happen. Tonya, thanks so much for being with us this morning.
You're welcome.
Stay tuned to more Carolina People coming up next. Good morning. Welcome back to Carolina People. This morning we're at the Florence Family YMCA, and we're visiting with Jennifer Hanna. Jennifer, good morning.
Good morning.
Thanks so much for being with us this morning. Thanks so much for making such a commitment as the membership director to really be involved in the lives of all your members.
I enjoy it.
It's a big deal.
And I really enjoy it.
Real quick about yourself, Jennifer. Are you originally from the area?
From Lake City.
Lake City?
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
The southern part of the county.
Yeah, about 20 minutes away.
And I think there's some other programs going on in Lake City on the child or the youth sports activity side.
Yeah. Right. They're kind of trying to branch that part out and hit that group that there's not a lot going on in Lake City, so they're really excited.
Well, Lake City's a pretty good-sized city in the county.
Yeah, and it's really growing. Yeah.
When did you join the Y, Jennifer, and what was your original position?
About 8 years ago. I was in school, and I started working at the front desk. And then I worked there for probably about 5 or 6 years. And then the lady that was previously the membership director left, and the director asked me to step in. So I've been there ever since.
Great, as the membership director. Well, you obviously had seen a heck of a lot of the members being at the front desk.
Right, because we were on this side before we expanded the facility.
Right.
So, yeah, I've seen the members come in and grow up and join again with their families.
Oh, yeah. That must be exciting.
It is.
That must be exciting. What kind of memberships are available, and can anyone join?
Yes. We have family memberships, adult memberships, teen, youth, seniors. Those are really booming ones, seniors. Senior couples and things like that. If we don't offer it, we can find some way to, for you to fit in.
The producer and I were driving in this morning, and we were behind a group of seniors coming in, and there was a good group.
Yeah.
I mean, there's 4 ladies in the car together.
And a lot of them use it as, they may have a loved one that's deceased, and so it's their big outing. They have a blast when they come in, because then they go to lunch and go get their hair done, and I mean, it's just a good thing for them. I mean, they may not be into the actual fitness part; they're in the socialized part, which is fine.
Yeah.
Which is probably better for them mentally than physically right now.
And Jennifer, how many members are currently enrolled?
About 6,000 members, and then about 3,000 units. And a unit is considered like a family, like you would be a family and you have children, so they would fall under that one unit. So we have a good bit right now.
How did the 32,000 square foot addition to the Y affect your membership?
It was wonderful, and it's really good. It's really nice to see members that were members previous, and they came in and they're like, I don't even recognize the place.
Yeah.
I need a map now. and it's a good feeling to see the jaws drop and just, I can't believe this is the same place. And it really has been really, really well received.
Jennifer, why do you think a family benefits from membership?
Well, I don't have any children yet, but my husband and I come, and we come together. We don't do the same thing, but the two of us come together. And if we had children, they could go to play basketball, or they could go swimming or swimming lessons. It's something that everybody in the family could actually find something to do, by the time they're all here together.
That is a great point.
Yeah, and it's something that everybody could do. They can all come as one family instead of going in 5 different directions.
That's great that you and your husband's schedules work well to enable that to happen. Can someone participate in programs of the Y without being a member?
Sure. Swimming lessons is one. Sports, it's a different rate, but we do welcome, just participants. Because a lot of people get to know the Y then and kind of stick around, and then, sometimes they just join because it's a lot easier, because that's something that they can do while the children are at soccer practice and things like that.
Right. Jennifer, lastly, what do you like best about your position as membership director here?
I love the people I work with, especially, and the members that come in. I really do. They know when you're here and when you're not, and they know if you're gone for a week. They want to know why you were gone for a week. You're not being nosy. They just want to be concerned. And I've many times been out with my husband, and they'll stop us. Where have you been? And it's not. It's just like adopted grandparents. And it's really nice.
That is. She loves seeing the seniors establishing ties and the families coming together. Knows that she'll be doing that, and she and her husband are here. Jennifer, thanks so much for being with us this morning.
Thank you.
Stay tuned to Emma Wright coming up next on Carolina People. Good morning. Welcome back to Carolina People. This morning we're at the Florence Family YMCA, and we're visiting with Emma Wright, the Customer Service Manager. Good morning, Emma.
Good morning.
Thanks so much for being with us this morning. Incredible all week to learn about so many of the activities. I know we'll be doing this tomorrow as well, but to be here at the Y and to hear so many things going on, you must see a heck of a lot of it.
I do, and I see a lot of people.
You do. How long have you had that position, the Customer Service Manager?
For about 2 years. I started out in Child Watch. I worked in Child Watch for a little while, and then I went to the front desk. So I see quite a few people come in.
I'm sure you have. You think about all the aspects of people coming in the door. I mean, that aspect of just coming in the door the first time. For people who come in the first time not knowing what to experience, I think Jerry made it clear, or maybe Brian did, that first time someone comes in, they're going to see smiling faces right there on the right.
Yes, we try to.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Are you originally from the area, Ellen?
No, I'm originally from Mullins. I grew up in Mullins, and now I live in Florence. I've been living in Florence about 12 years now.
Great. Do you have any children?
Yes, I have 2. I have Shane, who's 5, and Kelso, 8.
Is that right? 2 boys.
2 boys.
How exciting. Well, the aspect of raising 2 boys alone is a big deal.
It's a lot of work.
I'm sure. Mullins is such a great area. We spent a lot of time up in Marion County. Do you get back to Mullins often?
Yes, my mother lives in Mullins, and I try and get back there once a week.
Once a week?
Yes.
Wow. You've got enough things already going on here at the Y, but to be able to go back to see your mom.
Yes, my mother lives out in the country, and my 2 boys love it there.
I'm sure. How long have you worked did you say 8 years here at the Y?
No, 5.
5, okay. And 2 years as the Customer Service Manager. Well, your first job here, Was it there at the front desk?
No, I started out in Child Watch.
Okay, in Child Watch.
Yes, and from there I went to the front desk.
What exactly is Child Watch?
It's a program that we have where whenever you come in to work out, we keep your children while you're working out.
Okay. Oh, great. Good. Well, that's a great way not only to get to know the children as they grow, particularly over the last 5 years, but to really get to know those parents.
Sure.
That must be wonderful. What are the ages of the children using the Child Watch and game rooms?
Child Watch, we started 6 weeks out, from 6 weeks up until they turn 6. Once they turn 6, they go to the game room, and the age in the game room is from 6 to 11.
Okay. Why do you think this service is an important part of the WISE programs?
Because it allows the parents to work out. A lot of times, families come in with small children, and while they're working out, we provide a place for them, so it works out pretty good.
Absolutely. Absolutely. How do you think your children have benefited from participating in the WISE programs, Emma?
Both my children started here. They both attended preschool, and I have one right now in preschool and one in after-school care. They learned how to swim while they were here. They're very good swimmers, both of them. And they also participate in all the sports that we have here.
Do you ever get in the pool with them?
Sometimes.
Must be exciting. You know,
It is.
I'm looking forward to Cindy's coming in tomorrow to talk about the aspects as aquatics director, but I'm sure one of the aspects of being in the pool with your child, either with Kelsey or with Shane, to be in there to experience that the water.
It's very nice.
With him.
It's very, very nice having them here while I'm working.
I'm sure. I can't imagine what's that like. One of the was it thrilling being at the front desk to greet folks when they'd come in?
Yes, you see them come in, husband, wife, children, especially during the summer whenever they headed to the pool. It's very exciting.
I'm sure. I'm sure. Have you ever gotten your mother to come over and visit?
She's never been over to this facility.
We're going to have to get her over here sometime.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm sure her grandchildren are probably pushing that sometime soon. What do you like best about working here at the Florence Family YMCA, Ellen?
I like meeting new people. I get the chance to meet a lot of new people at the front desk. And I also like having my children here while I'm working.
Meeting new people and enabling her children to be here and be around her, both here at work as well as after school. It's an exciting time, and Emma Wright's doing that on a daily basis. Thank you for being with us this morning, Ellen.
You're welcome.
Stay tuned to more Carolina People coming up next. Good morning. Welcome back to Carolina People. This morning we're at the Florence Family YMCA, and we're visiting with Pamela Blue, the Wellness Director. Good morning, Pamela.
Good morning. How are you?
Thanks so much for being with us this morning.
Thank you.
Incredible all week to highlight so many amazing activities going on in the Y.
Yes, it is.
And the wellness program is surely a very active aspect of that.
It is very active. It draws a lot of the membership that comes into the YMCA.
Pamela, about yourself, are you originally from the area?
I'm originally from Dillon, South Carolina, which is probably about 20 minutes from Florence.
When did you join the staff here?
I'm a newcomer to the YMCA. I've been here since the first part of June. So I'm still just, getting in, getting used to things. So.
What were you doing prior to your move here?
I was a wellness director at Lexington County for Lexington County Recreation and Aging Commission.
Okay. And what prompted you to move back to the PD?
Well, since I saw a position come open with the YMCA, and since it's such a good organization, and it also gave me the opportunity to get back closer to home, to family, because I still have a lot of family in the area. I applied, and here I am.
That is fantastic. And where did you go to school? What was your major?
I attended the University of South Carolina in Columbia, and I have a BS in exercise science.
Great.
So this is pretty much what I went to school for.
That was a great tie-in. And your first experience at working in a Y was here, or was it?
This is my very first experience, and it's been a great experience so far.
Just since June.
Since June.
That is fantastic. Who utilizes the center?
The Wellness Center is utilized by everyone. We have age groups from 12 all the way up until however old they can come, we're still able to come in and do specific exercises. We have a program for 12 to 15-year-olds, a teens in training program. And then once you turn 16, you don't have to necessarily be part of a program. You can have access to whatever you want.
Pamela, can you share with the viewers a little about what kind of programs are available at the Wellness Center?
We have a teens in training program, like I mentioned before, and it's for 12 to 15-year-olds. 12 and 13-year-olds have access to our cardiovascular equipment. The 14 and 15-year-olds have access to cardio and the machines. And then we have, once they turn 16, they'll be able to do whatever programs they want. And then I'm getting ready to start an 8-week cardio program that's going to be for whoever wants to participate in the Wellness Center. And that's going to begin September 2nd, Tuesday after Memorial Day. And the sign-up is going to be next week, which is going to be from the 25th through the 31st.
Wow, great. So it'll be starting up a couple days ago. Well, that's fantastic. How about the schedule, the work schedule that you accommodate? What hours are the center open?
The center is open from 5:30 a.m. to 9 p.m. Monday through Friday. Saturday we're open from 8 to 6, and Sunday we're open from 1:30 to 6 p.m.
Okay.
So we're open 7 days a week.
And can you describe for the viewers, Pamela, what you do for someone who comes to the Wellness Center for the first time?
For the first time, if they're just coming in, we like to sit down and talk with them. We do an orientation where we get some background health information. Then we'll take them through and show them how to use the cardiovascular equipment, make sure they know how to set up all the programs correctly. Then we like for them to come back for a second orientation so we can set them up on a strength training program to get them familiar with the strength equipment, make sure they know how to use everything correctly.
And do you offer therapeutic programs throughout the center?
We do have some therapeutic programs. We have some water exercises mainly for therapeutic programs, especially for older individuals who may have some any type of arthritis problems. So that is one type of therapeutic program. If anyone needs anything specific, then they can come speak with me on an individual basis, and I try to help them set up something according to what their needs are.
And which do you think would be the most popular?
The water exercises.
Oh,
yeah. The water exercises. We have a great attendance in our morning water aerobic exercise classes, so those are very popular.
Pamela, does someone have to pay to use the facilities?
The Wellness Center is included in their membership.
Great.
So there's no separate fee for having to use the Wellness Center.
Okay. What about some of the programs that you offer the younger members in the after-school bunch?
Like I said, we have the 12 to 15-year-old program for teens in training. Right now, we don't have anything targeting in the Wellness Center targeting a younger age group, but that is something that I would like to start up in the future.
So that would be one of the goals that you'd have for the Wellness Center going forward. What are some of the other goals, Pamela?
I would just like to see the membership grow and to get, a array of classes going as far as the aerobics program. Our aerobics program, we have good classes, but, there are certain other things that I think in this area will go over very well. So I just want to meet the needs of the people and try to get as many classes in as possible to try to bring in as many members.
Absolutely. Have you gotten some of your family to come over from Dillon County?
Yes, I have. My sister and her husband just recently joined up, so I've been working with them to try to get them going on the program.
Great, Pamela. Absolutely. It's so exciting to be able to. How about do you still communicate much with your friends back in Lexington County?
I do. I still talk to them just to, swap ideas about different, wellness programs, because, fitness is just such a big area, and with so many health disparities that are out there, and South Carolina seems to rank last in everything, I just want to be able to meet the needs of our people.
Yes, Pamela, you've been here almost 3 months now. What do you like best about working at the Florence Family YMCA?
What I like best is that how all the departments here work together. There's just such a great sense of team spirit here. Everyone just pulls together and just works together to get, the goal accomplished.
It's a team spirit in growing families together. And we're visiting with one of those very important components, Pamela Blue. Thank you, Pamela, my gal. That's such an exciting name. We love the blue aspect for our sponsor of the show, so thank you very much.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Stay tuned to more Carolina People coming up next. We want to thank Tonya, Jennifer, Emma, and Pamela for helping to build strong families, strong kids, and strong communities every day here at the Florence Family YMCA.